We've had this add-on for quite some time, the multi-location listings add-on. And in a nutshell, it allows members to list in more than one location that they enter with their normal contact details.
Yeah, this was, I think, one of the very first add-ons we released. So we've had it for quite a while now. What does this add-on do? As Jason just said, it's very simple. It allows members to be listed and found in additional geographical locations. So by default, members set their location, and that's the only location that they can be found in. So there is a setting for you to set the search radius on your website. If a member's location is within that search radius, when a website visitor is conducting a location search, then they will appear in those search results. If they fall outside of that radius, then they won't appear in those search results. So this add-on allows members to choose additional locations to be listed in so that they appear in different location-based searches. And so it's useful for a couple people. It's useful not only for your members, but also for your website visitors. For your members, obviously, they get more visibility. They can be found in all of the locations that they serve, and they can connect with more potential customers. So for example, maybe you have some kind of real estate website and you have moving companies registered as members on your site. Moving companies, we're based here in Los Angeles, so maybe there's a moving company who's based in Los Angeles, but they service customers not only just in LA County, but also in the neighboring Ventura and Orange counties. So this add-on would be perfect for them. It would allow them to list themselves not only in LA County, but Ventura County and Orange County as well. So it expands their service area. And so they'll show up in more visitors location-based searches. And so going into visitors, they'll get more members in search results, which will result in less empty or thin search results. So it could potentially make your website appear to be more active than it actually is if members are being listed in more than one location. And just overall, it allows your website to work as a better, more useful resource for your visitors. And this add-on is probably one of the simplest that we have in terms of configuration. There's only two settings. The first one is the maximum location limit. So you put in a number, and this is the maximum number of locations that you're allowing a member to be listed in. So if you set that number to 2, they will be able to list themselves in 2 locations instead of 1. If you up that number to 10, then they'll be able to choose up to 10 locations to list themselves in. And the second option is location types. So here you can choose how members choose to list themselves in different locations. If you're an international directory, you might just want to limit members to choose their locations based solely on country. Furthermore, you can narrow that down by state, county, city, and zip code as well. It kind of just depends on how specific you want to allow your members to be.
Yeah, I think I think the next step here is let's see how it works. So Dave, let's actually take a step back and see what the default functionality is when members can't select additional locations. So we'll stick with this sample listing that we have here. So this member, Stacy Smith, as an example, she'll come to the site, she'll fill out her name, her contact information, and then she'll also input her location. So in this example, she's inputted Beverly Hills, California, 90210, just like the TV show. And this is her, I guess, headquarters, her main location that she could be found in. So she'll only be found in searches for Beverly Hills, 90210. However, when this add-on is enabled, you can assign it to the membership levels that have the privilege, and it is a privilege because they're going to gain more visibility on your website, which membership levels have the privilege of selecting additional locations. So when this is enabled for one of your membership levels, they'll have this extra tab here called service areas. In this case, this member has the ability to list in 10 additional locations. And as David was mentioning, she is limited in this example to only selecting additional cities and postal codes. So I wanted to go to the home page, and this is a zip code for Utah, Salt Lake City, Utah. So let's do a search here. So right now we just have 2 member results in Salt Lake City. So let's actually add that zip code as one of the areas that this example member, Stacy Smith, serves. So we can choose the postal code, or I can choose the city if I wanted to as well. I'll go ahead and do that. And really there is no other action. The member just needs to push the add button and they're automatically added to this list. But now if we just refresh this page here, we now see that Stacy is also listed as a member who services the Salt Lake City area. This is hugely helpful for members that want additional exposure on your site. And some members may pay a premium for that. That could be an upsell or an upgrade opportunity or incentive for you to offer to members that want to be listed in additional locations.